Okay, today I'm working with the walls. Actually, not just today, but I started a lot before to prepare the walls. And what I did was last week, to give you an idea, these are 4 meters. So I needed to buy another stair, which is there. And that one is like telescopic, so you can put it up to 5 meters. And what I was doing was to work on with a tool which I have somewhere around here. Let me show you. With this tool, and also this one, which are very sharp and strong at the end. This is the same, but a lot wider. I was working all around the trays that were actually moving. Here I was able to see the shape of the opening in the wall. So I also went a little bit up to the roof. The roof is a bit more scary for me, but I was able to hold on this side with the stair and open also this. So I was doing that last week. I opened quite a few cracks on the wall, and one thing is that I'm equipped right now with a mask for the dust. I'm using this also for working. I have a helmet, and I'm using, like as you see, long pants and proper shoes. This is something I learned very quickly, because the first 1-2 days I was working not with the appropriate Kleidung, clothes. So after this, in the middle of security advice, I will continue explaining you what I will do. What I'm gonna to do now is to work on these cracks. So there is a situation which is the crack is very open, and I can't see to the other room, because before in all this line there was a door, and the previous owner just closed all the door, and then with the time, after 10-15 years, the door started to open. So I am believing that actually here, because it's very straight, very visible, is where she actually has the previous opening of the door. And I believe it was closed, not with, I don't know if it's possible to see in the video, but not with these bricks, but it was closed with material. So now it's opening, and I'm gonna work now on several layers on top of that. I have watched like 10 hours of YouTube videos, and also asked people who I know and they know about constructions. And this is a foam which is used usually to fix the pipes when you are working with renewing the pipes in the kitchen, in the bathroom, but it's also used for isolation and for waterproofing. As you see here, for example, they use it to fix the frame of the windows and doors. So this one is quick to dry. It's in 6 hours ready. It's you put it, it's very soft, and then after 20 minutes you can cut it. So my idea is I'm gonna put it with, this comes with this, which is an element to dosify how much you put, and I'm gonna put this very inside in the crack, like very delicately inside the crack, and then I'm gonna cut it, because I don't want to feel all the crack, but just a bit, and then I want to work with proper cement. But before that, what I was doing was to clean with a brush. So you have to open with the tool I show you, then clean everything with a brush till you don't have any dust, because this is very porous. So that can happen that then when you put the cement is not going to stick, because the surface is not actually very ready. So after applying the foam, what I'm gonna do is to work with the, maybe I have it here, let's see. So I can show you because I bought it. Wow, the video looks like I am in I think the camera is with a lot of powder. Like if I am in a construction site actually. So I am where it looks like I am. Where is it? I think I have it here. Yes, I have it here. So this is what I'm gonna use. It's a primer which is made in acrylic, and this goes up to 5 liters per 1 liter. So I'm gonna put it like half. Half is more or less able to cover around 20 square meters. It's much stronger than when I use it with 5 liters and 1. So I'm gonna do it in half, and I'm gonna use a brush. After I put the foam, I will wait 20 minutes, which is the time that you have to wait to be able to cut it. Just always read the instructions, something you cannot skip. Don't rely on whatever people tell you on YouTube. Just read the label, because there's so many technology in the foams and all the materials that there's not like one universal stuff. You have to do a lot of work reading and researching and being able to actually use properly the components that you're going to use, because then they will interact with each other. And of course, who knows, right? Because I'm not an expert, just do it yourself. This is the first time I do something like that. So maybe even so I read a lot, there's something which is missing, because really every material has a lot of technology on it. If you go to buy a foam, there will be like 10 different type of foam. One for adherence, another one for isolation, another one for waterproof, some foams that comes with everything together. So it's really interesting. For a curious mind, this is super interesting. So coming back to here, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fill with the foam, then I'm gonna fill with the acrylic. It's called like a bonding agent, and after that I have to wait like 2-3 hours. When I apply the acrylic, I have to clean all outside because it gets sticky. So immediately after applying the acrylic, I clean all the wall that I don't want to get acrylic. I only want to get the acrylic inside of the opening of the crack. And after the acrylic, I can work with the cement. The cement has 2 layers. One is a pure cement, like the normal one without any modifier, and then comes, which is called in Italy stucco, gesso in Spanish. I don't know the name in English. Also not in German. Now I have used that before, but let me show you. It is that. So it's the finish, and what basically it looks like a cream. I'm gonna open the one which I have been working with, which is that one. Let's see here. Okay, it's hard to do with one hand. Okay, but do you see here? This is the material. This is how it dries. So inside is like if it were a cake. If you have ever done this box cake, the cake that comes in a box, and then you just put eggs and milk and you have the cake basically. Okay, that's basically like that. Twice as hard is the consistency. And this is for finishing, because it's a lot more fine-grained than the cement. The cement will look like that, which if you see like super close, there's a lot like here. Seems like, okay, it's nice, strong to hold and to be able to provide structure, but it's not nice for painting on top because the paint will look like very rusty. So you have to give another finish. So there's really so many steps for the cracks. But I'm so happy that today I will be doing that. Another step I started already like a week ago, and it would take me like 3 weeks to fix all the walls. And then just after that could come all the preparation for the painting. So this came already super long, but I hope that you got some ideas, information, clues to what to have to watch out for. And I will show later when I start with the other materials.